Sejam bem-vindos, nerds, bem-vindos ao Cofre Nerd. Eu sou Geovanne Zola e estou mais uma vez aqui com essas pessoas maravilhosas com quem dividimos uma experiência incrível da última vez, falando um pouquinho sobre Jurassic World Rebirth, mas agora para falar sobre outro projeto desse que já é o nosso amigão, desse cara que a gente adora e que nós viramos fãs completamente apaixonados por Bechir Sylvain. Ele está aqui mais uma vez, então, para conversar com a gente, dessa vez para falar sobre esse novo projeto, a série Wonder Man, a nova série da Marvel, do Marvel Studios. Mas antes da gente começar a conversar com o Bechir, eu peço que você, por favor, se inscreva no canal, ative o sininho, deixe o like nesse vídeo, porque a gente está trazendo aqui essa oportunidade única para vocês, então dá essa moral aqui para todos nós que estamos aqui. E mais uma vez também quero agradecer a Lia, a nossa querida intérprete, que mais uma vez aceitou aqui essa missão para estarmos juntos, para passar esse momento maravilhoso conversando com o Bechir. Lia, muito obrigado de novo por estar aqui com a gente, viu?
Obrigada a vocês pelo convite irrecusável mais uma vez.
Bechir, it's an honor to have you again in our channel, in Cofre Nerd. Our interview with you last year, it's one of the most incredible moments of my life, and for the channel too. We're so excited when enter in contact again, and when we saw you in Wonder Man, we need to invite him again, talk a little about this new project. And so thank you one more time to be here and say something for Brazil.
Oh man, again, Brazil, man, I love y'all, dude, and thank you for all the fans that reached out as well too, especially after your interview. Some folks did reach out in my DM and said how much they enjoyed the Jurassic World and showed me so much love. So that was pretty cool, man. So it's good to know that I got some fans in Brazil and it's still growing, and also like the energy is always beautiful and high and full of love, and it's all about, man. So, you know, I can't thank you guys enough. I can't do what I do without y'all. So
congratulations of the huge success that is Jurassic World Rebirth.
It sold lots and lots of tickets, right?
Yeah, and also it's nominated for an Oscar for best special effects.
Best special effects
as well too. So this is kind of crazy. I've never been in a movie that's nominated for an Oscar. So I'm getting closer and closer. I'm getting closer and closer to the Oscar, man. You know, so it's always a beautiful thing.
And we are going to cheer to take the Oscar for Jurassic World, to win the Oscar. And one more time, congratulations about the huge success that is the movie. I love the movie, and it's so good that is a refresh for the franchise. And we have a few questions now that Lia will start. You can start. Pessoal, agora a gente vai começar então as perguntas pro Bechir.
Let's talk about this new stage of your life as an actor, because come on, Marvel Cinematic Universe has been a huge success since 2008, right? Have you always been a fan of this universe? What was the first contact that you had with this superheroes and etc.?
Oh man, my first contact to superheroes go all the way back to Haiti. I used to have the comic books. I used to have the Spider-Man comic books. Actually, not only Spider-Man, I had the Spider comic books, and I had, oh God, what was on? I had some Avenger ones, some Incredible Hulk ones. Me and my brother were big comic book fans. And so even way back in the, 80s and 90s, watching the original, Hulk series and, watching the cartoons and all that stuff. I've been a fan, just like most of the people have, growing up with it. And so when they started doing the movies, and I remember seeing Blade for the first time, and then when I saw Spider-Man, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like so great, especially when they kept it honest to the comic books. I was like, oh, this is getting good. So, it's always been something that I hold dear to my heart in my past and my childhood. So to get a really weird email saying you're auditioning for this thing called callbacks. They didn't even call it, I was like, okay. So they were so secretive about it that I was just like, all right, okay, I'll do it. And they're like, yeah, they're looking for a Haitian dad and whatever. And, I did my magic and I got the role. And so it was so cool to be part of it. It's a huge honor. It's a beautiful universe. And it's, the beautiful part is it's like coming off a big franchise to go to a franchise like this. It's like, it's so beautiful. And, I'm a man of faith. So I'm very appreciative of how God works when it comes to that kind of stuff.
I have one question. All the gossip about Marvel is true. It's very secret.
You have no idea. You have no idea. I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had no idea. I'm like, what, who, huh? What role? What's going on? But it was very interesting. It was very, very, but it was great. It was such a great experience. And I got to work with, Destin, the director, who is phenomenal. He's been doing an incredible job. I'm excited to see his version of Spider-Man, which I'm super excited about as well too. And yeah, man, I mean, it's again, and you guys know, as Brazilian, when you get to represent your country, man, it doesn't matter if it's the smallest thing in the world. You're just like, oh, thank you. Like, you're just so grateful and happy that a universe that big is open to not only me as an artist, but me as a human being and bringing my culture into it too, which makes it even 20 times more special. And again, these are the things that are going to last forever. One thing, I'm going to be gone, but 50 years, 20 years, 80 years from now, that movie, that show will be referenced and be like, hey, there was a Haitian in there, you know what I'm saying? So it's always great when you are able to put your footprint in such a dynamic universe.
You mentioned this importance of your heritage, your origins, being able to put that into the series. In your opinion, what makes Wonder Man so special? Because fans are going crazy. They feel it's a new era for the Marvel series. What makes this series so special to you?
I think what made it special from day one was the human aspect of it. It's, what's great about superheroes, and I think the creator of it, speaks on it. He didn't create it just for the powers. He created it because he wanted to tell stories of human beings, of the underserved, And so what makes it so, important now is that we're getting into a reality that we all could relate to. And also we get to learn about a life that we may not know. Not everybody's an actor. Not everybody knows the ins and outs. You only see us, but you don't really see the behind the scene, So when you get to pull, the curtain back and go, oh wow, I get to see what this world is about in a real way. And then you see the aspect of a family. It's just a regular family, I heard that they wanted it to be a first generation kid, and so I go, and then they chose Haiti, so automatically you're relating to everyone because we're all first generation of something, you know what I'm saying? It makes it universal, it makes it relatable, and yeah, people, I feel like at some point people were getting kind of tired of like the popcorn and superheroes and not being so relatable. And I think they're doing a great job bringing it back for it being relatable and also universal for everybody too. And it's exciting.
I had to say, I'm really in love with Wonder Man. It is a show that I watch it episode by episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't stop. And it's a very sentimental show.
Yeah.
Every episode, every minute, every relationship in this show with Simon Williams and Trevor, with your character, with Simon, with the rest of the family, with Simon, it's amazing. Bringing this aspect of a superhero that don't want to be a superhero. He wants to be an actor. He has a dream.
He wants to be a human, right?
He wants to be a human. He had to hide his superpowers because he's afraid to not getting his dream come true.
And not only that, we all have that. We all have those moments, right? What are we hiding in order for us to follow our dream, And another thing that makes it great is, dude, the performances were so great, and they did such a great job with the casting, and again, Destin, his direction, his vision, the Andrew, the writer, all of that, like all the elements. It's one of those things where when all the elements just kind of come together, and also all the elements coming together for the right reason, you always end up having a masterpiece like that. I was very blessed to be invited to the cast and crew screening as well, and it was such a beautiful moment to watch, you know, the people that work there, and they could feel like that's theirs. It's like, yo, this is our movie, you know what I'm saying? And it's great to be around an environment where everybody was there for the same purpose of making such a beautiful story, and it's so beautiful that it translated to the screen where people could appreciate the hard work that everybody, from the costumes, from the music, from everything, from the set, from the, like, everything just meshed so beautifully. So, you know, kudos for Disney and kudos for the production company that decided to, you know, round up all these beautiful people to create this movie, because it never takes just one person, it takes a village, you know?
And since we're starting to talk a little bit about the characters and their plot lines, could you tell us a little bit about your character? But also, we would like to know your take on Simon Williams as well. So what is the relationship between these two people?
It's funny because when I got the script, you know, again, I didn't know anything. I just knew I had a son. And it was like the second day, because they didn't give us a full script. They literally gave us our scenes. And then, you know, and me, you know, I love it because the biggest thing you could do for me is allow me to have my imagination. If you give me the permission to do whatever I'm going to do it. So, and I always fill up, you know, like we talked about Jurassic, like I always have a whole backstory for the character and all that stuff. And it just beautifully matched. For me, I feel like, number one, my character, I use my dad. I use my dad because I saw how hardworking he was, especially growing up in Haiti and growing up in Miami as well too. I got a chance to see both. I got to see him in his element, in his world, in his country, and then I got to see him in another world where he had to start all over. The hard work he had to do to keep, you know, feeding us and making sure that we were good. So I had a lot to take from. So when they told me that this character was Haitian, and I read the sides and I saw him trying to empower this kid, and luckily enough, I had a dad that was so much fun and funny and just, you know, such a joy. So I was like, no, I have to make this him. Like I had to give an homage to him, and I went to that approach of a father that's super proud of his kid, and especially the kid, you know, because I have two of them. I have the older brother and I have him, and he's struggling a little bit, and I could relate to that. You know, I could relate to that. And I feel like, you know, with my own dad, it's not like it's not a favorite. It's just that you see yourself in your kid, and you kind of like different experiences. You're kind of like, oh, I remember those days. Okay, look, man, you need a break. You need to come. I have to treat you a little bit differently because you're seeing the world in a different way. And so I have to approach you differently to make you understand what's going on. It's kind of cool that I got a chance to kind of tap into that. I don't have any kids, you know, but it was cool to be able to put my dad's shoes on and understand the responsibility of ingraining certain values into your kid and make him feel like, okay, it ain't that bad. And also giving the importance, especially at that age with immigrant parents, right? There is a time where what is going on in your life doesn't seem like nothing. It's almost like, what are you complaining about? I sacrificed my life. I traveled, you know what I'm saying? Like your issues in middle school is kind of like, huh? Like you're mad because somebody picked on you? Get out of here. I'm trying to pay these bills, right? And it was so beautiful to be able to show another side of it, where somebody actually take the time regardless of what they're going through personally. I call them like these moments where you see eye to eye with your child and go, hey man, I understand in your world this is important, and you're feeling all these things, and I want to let you know that not only that you're going to be okay, but you have support and you're going to get through it, you know, and you're going to be great, you know. So that was super important for me to show that side, because we don't get to see that side, and some of us never even get to receive that. I got lucky that I had that, but you know, a lot of people don't, and it's dope to be able to give that example, and you know, of course, in such a short time, but hopefully all of that is encapsulated in that moment.
That's amazing, Bechir. I am a teacher from high school, and I see a lot of kids struggling with that kind of problems, with trying to find your own way, and sometimes fathers are not there to help them, and maybe a friend will be, or a teacher will do. I try my best to help my students, but see that kind of relationship, that kind of care with this moment inside a show, it's something that will help a lot of kids. I'm sure of that, because it's not easy to don't have a person right side of you, so they look for, they search into the characters that they love, right?
Yeah.
And Marvel is always about that. It's about being close, like you said, being close to human, right? Spider-Man has his own struggles with paying the bills and trying to maintain free jobs and study. So I think that Wonder Man makes a very special Marvel show, because still have this essence.
And to speak about Simon, just to finish the question, they're both my prize, you know, both Eric and Simon are, you know, they're my kids. And Simon specifically, because I see him struggling, I relate to him because I feel like my character probably struggled as well too. And I don't know, like, you know, it's almost like if I let my imagination go far, it's like, you know, I'm special too, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I hope that you see me as special, because you will get through it the same way I got through it. I always looked at my dad as a superhero, because to have to leave your country the way that you did, start over from scratch, and still be able to keep a smile and make us laugh. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I'm seeing. I mean, there were days I've opened the fridge and there was nothing in there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, and then him like, hey, what's going on? Who wants some pizza? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. For Simon, I really feel that it's really cool to talk about the uniqueness of your character, especially at that age where you're still trying to figure out who you are. And, you know, especially in schools, you know, kids are cruel, man. Kids are cruel, and I think they're getting crueler every generation. You're just like, my gosh. So it's so cool to still see that kids like Simon are able to open to their parents the way they do. And I hope that people get that. Like, you know, he might be shy in the real world, and that's what makes the character with me and him are so special. You see how he shuts down the world. He loses his girlfriend, kind of not talk to anybody. He only cares about his career. Like, he talks to his agent, but it's very business. And this is the only time you actually get to see, like, oh wow, he's opening up, he's smiling, he's like saying his opinion about the movie, and you're like, oh cool, this is great. So I'm excited for Simon's journey, man, and I hope, like, you know, they keep showing that. And when they do a season 2, I hope they keep showing that relationship, but also what he's learned from his pops, and to show the difference, because I feel like the reminder of his pops is what allows him to keep going.
I have one question without
Sure.
out of the script. In the show, well, I don't remember, but they don't make very clear when Simon get his powers, right? And that scene in your character and Simon's as a kid in the movies, I think he knew about Simon's powers. I don't know.
Can't tell you nothing, bro. I can't tell you nothing. But
Okay,
you know,
okay.
but again, you know, whether if he knows or not, and it's sad I'm talking as a dad, and hopefully I'm right. My intuition is, as a dad, you see the potential of your kid, regardless if he's gonna have powers or not. You know what I'm saying? And when you see them down, your job as a parent is to ignite whatever thing that's inside them to feel confident, and so they don't falter. Like, your whole job is to make sure that, you know, they don't lose in the world. You want them to win. And then when they lose in the world, you want to pick them up and make them, and not always color them, but show them how they could pick themselves up and say, hey, look, you're okay, and you keep doing this, you're gonna get better. So yeah, man, I mean, you know, it's it's interesting. Like, I'm hoping they do show how he got his powers. My theory is his powers comes later. That's my theory. There's something cool about it. I feel like there's something cool about, you know, especially with the kitchen. They keep talking about the kitchen fire. And I'm wondering, I'm like, was I around for that? Was I not around for that? I don't know. It's up to the writers and what they decide to do.
Here in Brazil, we we kind of have a joke that people should be tested before they are allowed to have kids. I think if you were supposed to get this test, you would pass.
Oh.
With flying colors.
Oh man, I appreciate that. That's true. They should have a test.
Let's see what happens in the future, right? Simon is an actor and he's battling against a part of himself to keep living his dream life, have his dream job. Is there a connection between you and this kind of plot line? Like, how close did you feel to this storyline?
Simon is literally me now, without the superpowers. Like, I'm Haitian American, I'm an actor, and I'm literally pursuing acting. You know what I'm saying? I'm Bechir Sylvain. Like, Simon and Bechir literally like, oh, wait a minute, what? You know what I'm saying? So it was very cool to see the struggles that we go through, you know what I'm saying? And understand the pressure. And for me, especially, the pressure is that intense. Because some people might not understand. They're like, you're just an actor. Like, what's so hard? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it so dramatic? And it's like, especially as a first generation, it's even harder because we're not supposed to follow this dream. You know, going against the lawyer, doctor, dentist, teacher as an immigrant, it's like, whoa, like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your time? Luckily enough, his character has that support, and luckily enough, in time, I had that support. But once I decided to do that, the pressure is I have to make my family proud. I have to make them understand that this is worth it. I have to. It's not just because I want to be famous. I'm like, no, I have to show them that it's worth it, and it's gonna happen. So not only me, but the future me's, the future 13-year-olds could be like, oh my God, it is possible. It is possible to come to this country and, you know, have nothing and then end up, you know, getting exactly what you want and doing exactly what you love instead of settling on doing something that you might not really love. So yeah, I relate to that whole entire story, the self sabotage, or the self, you know, the ego, and, you know, the putting the weight on yourself all the time and going, man, oh, am I doing good enough? Am I doing good enough? I love the moments where Trevor's like, breathe, like, yo, calm down, like, you know, just breathe. Because a lot of times we think having this chip on our shoulder is what makes us good actors, and it's like, no, actually, is when you put it down and you relax, that's when we actually get to see you. And every time he's done that, you know, he does a great performance. So I'm like, yo, it's so accurate and so relatable. It's super close. It's too close. It's to the point where it's a little too close. I'm like, where's my Trevor? I'm just looking for I'm looking for my Trevor. I'm like, all right, I just need a Trevor in my life, and we're about to make this happen. So it'd be interesting. You know, I'm interested. I'm interested in the story of the Wonder Man, but I'm also interested in the story of Bechir Sylvain. You know, what happens? You know, where's my Wonder Man script? You know what I'm saying?
You should write a book.
Oh.
Yeah, we would love to read it. You already spoke a little bit about your Haitian roots, not only your Bechir Sylvain's roots, but the character's roots, right? How often were you able to display this side of you on TV or on cinemas? I don't think it's very common, right? And now it's on Marvel Universe.
I know, man. It's a very, that's why when I did Jurassic, I asked for it, you know. And I asked for it because, yeah, it's not an everyday thing. Luckily enough, again, because of God, I've been blessed with a lot of roles that allow me to carry that mantle, you know. My first big role, recurring role, was a comedy called Love That Girl. Stacey Evan Morgan was the writer, and she wrote a character specifically for me and made it Haitian because of what she learned about me. At first, I auditioned for the brother, and then she was like, man, what if the brother has a best friend and he's Haitian and he speaks French? And I was like, yeah. And it was so great. And I felt so, early on in my career, so much power in that, and going, wow. And her asking me, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, yeah, you should definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's very empowering. It's very great to have these opportunities. I'm hoping showing Haiti in a Marvel universe or in a, Jurassic universe allows more, and not only for Haitians, but for everybody, for all people of different cultures, to make Hollywood see, oh, wow, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be that. Like, we could show a different aspect of life and still, sell out and be the number one show. And, in Haiti, I personally feel Haiti is due to that. We've done enough, such a small, super small country who's done so much in the past that no one knows about. And those who know, they go, yeah, that is weird that we don't know about the revolution. That is weird that we don't know about Toussaint, Dessalines, and all these great leaders that changed the world from this tiny little place. So, I feel this is such a, great time for us, even though politically it's not, but that's the beauty of life, right? When art allows you to still be a champion when everything else feels like it's falling apart. God is always shining a light on you and saying, no, you still are able to bring hope. You still be able to tell the stories, and you still be able to let people know about who you guys are, no matter what environment or what people say about you. The truth will always shine, right? And so I'm so blessed, man. I've been blessed a lot, and I'm hoping there's more. There are stories myself that I've written that I'm hoping that one day I get to tell. And yeah, man, I hope it keeps going. I hope it keeps booming. And yeah, the goal is to be in a movie about the revolution, and I'm playing one of the leaders, and that, my gosh, and I could ride horses too. I'm like, yo, put me on a horse and a sword and let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let's go. So, but in time, at the same time, I'm realistic and I'm patient. I'm allowing God's timing to do exactly what he's doing. And so far it seems like it's going the right way, and I'm going to be obedient and keep doing what I'm doing.
That's amazing. That's perfect. And thank you for doing that. May I skip the script a little bit?
Sure.
I totally agree with you when we need to, that we need to tell different stories. Here in Brazil, we relate so much with Everybody Hates Chris. It's from another time, another decade. It's different from our reality. I'm not a Black person. I am mixed race, but still, we are connected. Brazil has such similar culture as yours. So it is definitely important to see you, because it's a tiny reflection of us as well. So thank you for fighting for it. We will keep watching it for sure.
And I think I told you guys before, like, when I saw City of God, how I was like, this is Haiti. Like, I was like, yo, we are the same. Like from the streets to the people to the soccer to, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I would have never thought, even though my dad traveled there and lived there for a little bit, and he used to tell me how he loved Brazil, and every Haitian, we're a big fan. Like, we're just like, we just have such heart for you guys. It's not even funny. Like, we're playing in the World Cup and half of us are cheering for you. It's not even, that's insane. It's like, oh yeah, we in, but if we lose to Brazil, we're gonna be cheering. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else we don't care for, but but Brazil is like, we're playing ourselves, literally.
Yeah.
The first time when we went to the World Cup, it was with you guys. back in it was so I'm like, oh my god, to come back together, it's such a beautiful moment, so I'm excited.
Full circle. Marvel is one of the most beloved studios ever. Everybody gets excited when they say they're gonna release something new, right? How do you describe your experience in this universe, especially being directed by Destin?
I mean, it's magical. It's unreal. And more importantly, man, like I'm at a point in my career where I'm realizing my voice is important. I love how genuine and personal Andrew and Destin, literally came up to me and was like, hey man, doing good work and I'm loving what you're doing. And if I had some ideas, they were like, I like that. Yeah, keep that. Really allow me to be in my skin and not feel like just a prop. It's beautiful when you're allowed to, again, put your footprint into these beautiful universe. So it hasn't hit me. It usually, and it didn't hit me with Jurassic. It never hits me. It's like I feel the grandeur of it. I feel it. But there is something about it that allows me to humble myself and go, man, there's so much more to be done. And I celebrate it. Of course I celebrate it, and I wish I could celebrate it more, but there's so much more I want to do and so much more I want to tell. But I'm so grateful. Oh my gosh. Like, I would have never thought that this would happen this way. And yeah, man, I can't wait to see what else. I can't wait to see who else I'm going to work with. And, one of my favorite moments when we did the premiere, the guy who plays, Arian, who plays the agent that's trying to catch Simon. He came up to me and he was like, oh, you made me want to be a better dad. And I was like, oh man, thank you, dude. Like I was like, yes, that's it. It's all I wanted to do. So, and to do that in that world in the MCU, because I could have done an independent film and done the same thing, but to do it in a global platform like the MCU, man, it's overwhelming, and it's I don't have the word or the emotion yet, and I feel like in time I will, but I'm just in awe. I'm in listening and obedience. I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Because it's easy to like just keep your eyes wide open and just be in awe and just like, oh my God, this is so amazing. But also as an artist, type of artist I am, I go, wow, this is great, but now there's more work to do.
Bechir, I just want to say that this scene that in the movies, I love movies, right? It's about, this channel is about that. So in the scene that you took Simon as a child to the movies, I remember the first time that my mother took me from the movies, and today I took my mother to the movies. Now we inverse the characters. So, and she loved Marvel.
The movie scene. What was your movie moment? And I remember I was in Haiti, and my first movie was E.T. It was me, my brother, and my mom and my dad, and she took us to the movie theater. And it was the first time I went to a movie theater. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't, what I'm saying? Like especially in Haiti, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And there's other people here. Like, why is there other people here? This is insane. And this big screen, and we're watching E.T., man. And I just, and again, it was Spielberg, so I'm like, yo, this is like insane. It's always a special thing. And I love that, because I think going back to the movie theaters is so important, you know what I'm saying? And so it was smart for them to even put that in there to show how special it is. Because it is a special moment. When you go and you get the popcorn, you get your drink, and you're like hearing other people's like energy, and you could feel the energy and in the sound. And then speaking of you taking your mom to the movies, I took my dad to an IMAX for the first time.
Whoa.
It was way back, like when it first came out, right? And my what movie was it? Oh my god, what movie was it? I don't think it was a movie. I think it was like a documentary about nature and stuff. Oh god, I'm trying to remember what it was. Anyway, so it was IMAX. And, and I just remember my dad like it was like watching someone going to space. Like it was watching like someone going to the future. Like his brain I remember he was just quiet after the thing, and he was just like, "Bechir, that was incredible." Like he was just like, it was like too much. It was too much. He was like, I didn't know they could do that. Like I was like, oh, it was so great. It was so great to see the joy, and he was just like, man, this is amazing, because it was IMAX and it was 3D too, so the stuff is coming at him, and he's like, oh, oh man. So it's always great, man. I hope that people value that, and I hope people. And I don't think it will ever die. I don't think it will ever, because you can't beat it. You really can't. It's an experience that once you do it once, you're like, oh, I get it now.
Do you think we'll be able to see you at movie theaters anytime soon? Could you give any spoilers of your future projects?
Man, I'm sure something is coming up, man. I have a lot of independent stuff that I've done, and they'll be in theaters, they'll be in festivals and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to be doing the festival route for a little bit. In project, I think 2 projects. Yes, 2 projects, which are nice. One is a sci-fi. The other one is very realistic. It's about the situation that's happening. The whole TPS situation. And yeah, man, I'm hunting for my next gig now, and I've gotten close to a couple things, which is great. And yeah, again, like I said, I'm being patient. I'm just going, okay, all right. I'm sure something will come up, and we'll be talking here again.
Of course, our doors is always open for you. Always.
Yeah, thank you.
As long as you're doing your stuff, we'll be doing our stuff, and it will be always a pleasure to speak to you. You're such an example. I told you before, I'm also an actress, so watching your growth makes me believe. So, and things have happened since the last time we spoke, so awesome. I'm even more of a believer now. So
good.
Thank you.
Good. Yeah, send me some stuff, man. I want to see you work. Send me some stuff, for real.
Yes. Okay, I'll do that.
One more time. Thank you, Bechir, for being such an amazing person, an amazing actor, to be so open with us. A lot of Brazilian actors are not that open with us. As like you we contact you and we just let's do it, no matter the time, let's go. And it's an honor, because for me, you became a personal friend from our channel. You're just as a member as all of us. And anytime that you need, anytime that you want to come to talk to Brazil, please let us know. We're gonna talk to you too. We're always connected to your Instagram, seeing your growth. So please, and thank you for being here one more time. Thank you for talking to us, talking to Brazil, and thank you for being an amazing dad and wonder man.
Thank you again, and thank you for having me. Thank you, Brazil, for supporting me. And like I said, there is no me without the fans and the people that love what I do. So I can't thank you guys enough.
You have a final message from Brazil, something?
Yeah, just I would say for all the creators out there, or even non-creators, man, try to stick to the positive, man, and no matter what challenges that come to you, know that there always is another side. But the other side is all about the choice that you make to get to the other side. You could choose to take the long road, you could choose to take the bad road. But at the end of the day, if you stay positive and you stay focused on the bigger picture, you'll end up, being a victor. So I for anybody out there that's a creative, go shoot. Don't wait. Don't think that you have everything that you need. If you have a cell phone, that's enough. Start with that. And then in time, you'll go further and further. You'll get a camera and blah, blah, blah. But, don't hold on to your dreams. Wake up and make them a reality. Stop staying asleep and dreaming. Wake up and make it a reality.
Lia, muito obrigado mais uma vez por ter vindo aqui, por ter aceitado o convite, por mais uma vez ter quebrado esse galho imenso que é vir nos manter em contato com o Bechir, e mais uma vez, muito obrigado por quando a gente chamou, a mesma disponibilidade que você teve da outra vez, você aceitou essa missão com a gente. Mais uma vez, muito obrigado, e que venham mais parcerias por aí.
Com certeza. E olha, deixa eu te dizer, você já tá apto a conduzir isso aqui sozinho e eu ficar só de backup, tá?
É isso, não, tem bastante a aprender ainda. So, we're gonna say goodbye to everyone. So, thank you, Bechir, one more time. Thank you, Lia, and to all the people in Brazil. If you didn't watch yet, Wonder Man is on Disney Plus, the 8 episodes, and it's an amazing show. Muito obrigado por ter assistido até aqui, e não se esqueçam de se inscrever no canal e deixar o like, pessoal. Até a próxima. Fui. Vamos. Goodbye.
Goodbye.